When you're all done making one vase, do the exercise 2 more times just for great practice. And here I have a small scene with 3 boxes. You can use whatever tabletops you want. You can make a box with 2 boxes on the left and right side. And then for a little variation, just extrude out one of the sides of the box so you can have an interesting shelf. Otherwise, you could follow something similar to this. On each box, make sure you assign a new material. Assign new material. Select the AI Standard Surface material, clicking on Arnold AI Standard Surface. Select each one and give it a color. That means going to the Attribute Editor, Control A if it's not open already. Scrolling on down to the last tab, picking a color, color swatch, and I'll do the same for each one. Then we're going to create variations. Select one of the objects and shift clone it like that. Go to the vertex level, select some faces, turn on the soft selection. Hold down the B key if the soft selection is real big, like it is now. And then just change it up. So this way it looks like a collection. And I'll go the other way, shift dragging this one. Go to the vertex level, selecting those vertices. So you just don't have one for sale, you have a series of 3 for each one for sale. And you don't have to crowd them on the same box. You could take them and put them on a box in the background. Let me make sure I drag it from here where I'll get movement in 2 dimensions instead of 3. Go through and make a duplicate of each one, and just even a slight variation is good. I'm using vertex and soft selection. Vertex level and soft selection. Just change it a little bit. Continue doing that. I'll do a quick render. The floor is made out of a box. There's a sky dome in the background. And to put sky domes again, you go to Arnold, Lights, Sky Dome Lights. When I hit Render, which is that clapboard, you want an HDR image on the sky dome. With the sky dome selected, go to the color swatch and click this input icon to open up the Create Render node. Select File. Track down your HDR file. Click Open. And then click Render. If you don't want your HDR file connected anymore, click the Sky Dome again. Go to the color swatch, right click, and select Break Connection. And then pick a color for the color swatch. Sending it back to white. And hitting Render. So you don't have to stick with 3 per. You can make as many as you want and just check your render time because you don't want this to take hours to render. And you can start putting some on the floor if you want. Maybe this is your own studio where you decide to make digital pottery. And after you change it up just ever so slightly, you can also assign a new material to it. Now, if I change the color of one of these, all of them that have the same material on it will change. So I don't want that. I'll leave it red. I want this one to be unique. Right click on that object, assign new material, and pick AI Standard Surface again, and a new color. Well, enjoy making some digital pottery. Make sure when your digital pottery is done, you look at it from the side view and push it to the floor. Right here I can see it going through the floor. I want my objects to be on the floor and the objects are here, not floating. And that's why jumping to the side view is very important. And I could go back to this view and hit render. All right, your turn. make some pottery, make 3 new vases, and then 2 variations on each vase. Change up the color, change up the positioning. You don't need an HDR image in the background. It could be rendered like this. If it's taking too long to render, then delete the objects and just show onesies of each vase. If you don't have such long render times, then have fun populating your scene with more objects.